Countless generations have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
Clive! None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield.
Look,
Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
That.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Muthos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking, and back to their origin.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill!
Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Thank you.
tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
Sancfordian, do you? Yeah, that should do you. Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. And?
Clive. Go on, then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
So many. Ruined thousands of lives. I did not deserve to be saved. But save me, you and your brother did. Your uncle, too, forgave me my sins. Offered me a chance at redemption. Yours is a fine family, Ifrit. Cherish it.
There's something about it.
Clive. How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck, then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canberra is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset. Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Back again?
Well, Clive?
I am.
Naturally. I shall... What is it that you wish to learn? Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal is...
massive. Aye.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all straight.
Need something?
Make a name for yourself.
You better bloody had to and all. Be seeing you, Clive.
Well, that's it then. I will not let them be forgotten.
You suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to... My name is Herman. I wish to be deployed to Ash.
No. I will not send good men and women to risk them. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. I was raised in an orphanage. Or rather, it was not a place of nurture. It existed solely. We were tortured until we feared no pain, and few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. But they must be remembered. They cannot fail. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured. Every name Sid.
You were a good friend, but the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even
too dangerous for you, Herman. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't...
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest.
All right.
May the Mother's guide.
Has lit at all mentioned?
Twin sides hundreds of leagues.
Sid, I was wondering if you could...
It depends what we're...
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the... As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer...
I don't mind, but why this?
Because he wants to be a... Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting... Scouting. We're few with the nose for that, which is why we... And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize...
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then? Of course.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems...
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When Ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust, and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name, Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. The thought of him held captive in that...
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of... We should head there as quickly as we can.
As do I, Doris.
Ah, Clive. This is it then, brother. Indeed.
You're wrong.
Of course.
Joshua, what's wrong?
It's... nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will.
Oh, his will? How and when?
In the crypt, beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so...
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have...
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much...
Very well.
Huh.
Thank you, Uncle.
As for down here... Yes, there is still much to do.
Ah, you all right? About that. Oi! Let's see. You off then?
Still alive, are you? Ta-ra, then.
Thank you, Karen.
You could do this. Come back soon. And I mean that.
is it this...